frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm competition looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mark 57. I got you, Pop.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Caught here by Griffin.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. Three and out, that's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those competent defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Check it back.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say,
looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 48-yard line.
On the double. 53. Check 53. Squeeze, double. Delta. Check 26. Check 26. Right on. Drive on. Watch the twist.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch it. Out. Switch.
They run the counter. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Ready. Check the out. Check the out.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pay.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 1-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
57, Mike 57. It's a party now. It's a party. Mike's 57.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming. 3 on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
Jackson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jets first down.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got a first down past the 30. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Taylor Gabriel, 85 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
What we got? Rush in. Ball trot. He's checking. Crash, run it.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go.
Throwing is Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Darnold completes to Bell, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Jets.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Check 43.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. On second down now, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 34. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He can run for it, and he will. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Are you giving us a headache? Are you giving us a headache?
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, got four down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. 66. Bullets. Pass. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Shit! SOS.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check nickel.
3-yard line.
Try. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch twist.
This time Jackson will throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shift. Kill, go. Turn it up. Look at that. Kill, turn it up. Check three. Bang.
On third down, Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
First down, New York.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Darnold. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
4-yard line.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun, staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
The score, Ravens 40, Jets 14. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 57.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. In the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.